I don't think they gave a formal apology, maybe in some of it, like to a news outlet, but they didn't like tell us, say anything to us. But yeah. Hello everybody, my name is Ilse and this is hobbykr, the channel where I make videos about anime events and culture, mostly in South Korea. Today I'm so excited, it's finally day 1 of the 8th live for Bang Dream, and today is day 1 Einheit with Roselia. So I am going to the live viewing, so in case you don't know, usually Japanese concerts, well not all of them, but a lot of Japanese concerts have live viewings, so you can go to a movie theater and watch the concert at the exact same time that it's happening in Japan. So I'm going to go to this one. Unfortunately, because of the circumstances, we were fortunate enough that the viewing didn't get cancelled, but there are a lot of rules that we have to follow. So there are no pen lights allowed. There's no towels allowed, so you can't like wave a towel, and we're not allowed to chant even though we have masks on, so you're basically just allowed to clap. So these rules are kind of a letdown just because I do love like pen lights and shaking my pen light around and like supporting with my voice, but it's better to be safe, and just the fact that we actually get to have the live viewing is really great, so I won't complain. So without further ado, let's go to the movie theater. I'm so excited. Hello everybody, I'm back. I'm in a new location of my house. So I just came back from Einheit. It was super great. I cried so much. So highlights of the show, I can definitely tell the need there is for like chanting and like light sticks. So in the venue in Japan, in the actual concert, they weren't allowed to chant either, and like it made such a difference. It was very apparent. So they were only allowed to clap. So I'm sure like in the venue itself it was really loud, but it just didn't have that like oomph that concerts usually have, you know. So at first, what I was surprised about, Mermaid from D4DJ opened the show. I wasn't expecting that at all. I feel like it was an odd choice. I would have preferred to see Rondo, just because I feel like it's a more similar style, but still it was cute. This is not D4DJ video, but I cannot stress how much I hate the mermaid outfits. Aside from that, it was really cool. They really like put oomph into it, although I think they were doing lip sync for a few of the songs, but still it was nice to get to see D4DJ. And finally the show. So they actually opened with the outfits from Avant-Garde History from the ending of season 3 of Bang Dream. They were really beautiful, and the concert was outside, and I think there's like a big difference when you have a concert outside and inside, because inside you have so many possibilities of like incorporating things into the show, so you can have like rotating stages and like huge props and stuff like that. You don't have that much freedom in an outside concert, so it definitely had like a more simple feeling, like they were just on stage singing and playing music, but still it was quite nice. Throughout the whole concert I feel like I really like connected with the others. Like she constantly kept like looking at them and pointing at them. I thought that was really nice, and I thought they all looked so pretty, but like Meguchi looked really beautiful. And I mean, I'm sure she does this all the time, but I couldn't help but notice how much Yuki like bangs the bass. I feel like she really like plays the bass. Overall it was great. I feel like I as always, she had like some parts of songs that weren't that great, but overall I feel like she had a really solid night. They had a moment when they were like, oh, we're gonna sing a new song, and then they started singing Starbeat from Popipa. They didn't sing the whole song, but it was like a really funny moment. And then, just like in past concerts, they have like a video that they show while they're changing outfits, and here it was like they had to do different kind of like games in the amusement park. It was really funny, but the highlight for me was, so they had to play ping pong, but each of them had a different kind of racket, but like only one was like a regular racket, like ping pong racket. So Nonchan had like a fly swatter, Yuki had a ping pong racket, and then Kudoharu had like a what do you call this, like a cooking where you cut like food I forgot the name of that thing in English, but where you cut food, and then Meguchi had like a badminton racket, and then I had a pan. And it was hilarious because every time the ball would get hit by I, it sounded like the pan. It made like a bang with the pan. It was so funny. I really liked the video this time. It was really cute. I mean, last time it was really cute too, but this time I felt like it was more dynamic. Last time it was just cooking. I think this one was really, really fun. And then after the video, they finally changed to their Bang Dream 3rd anniversary outfits, the outfits for Einheit, and they were beautiful. They were seriously gorgeous. Like, they look so well made. I think everyone looked amazing. And they sang Avant-Garde History, Break Your Desire, and I Am Song, obviously, and they all sounded really great live, as always. Overall, it was an amazing show. At the very end, Kudoharu cried twice, and that made me cry so much. And at the very end, they announced that there will be another live with Race A Sweden, so Rauschen Craziness 2, and there will be a live at the end of this year. It's gonna be an online live, so it's called Rauschen Craziness Interlude. So I'm super excited about that because the only thing I love more than Ras and Roselia is them together. So yeah, and I'm super happy because I didn't watch the Rauschen Craziness like joint concert last year. I only watched like each one separate. So I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be in 2021, and then we don't have details for the online live yet. I don't know if it's gonna be like, if it's gonna cost. If it does, I might not be able to see it because I don't know how the payment situation is gonna go, but if I can pay for it, I will. Otherwise, it might be free like the D4DJ live, but I somehow doubt that. So overall, that was my short review of Einheit. It was really nice. Obviously, I missed the kind of like huge production of like a closed venue, and also having like more spectators and being able to like actually sing and like wave a pen light around. But it was just a super great show. So happy to support the band as always, and I'm really excited for The Depths by Race A Sweden tomorrow. So I'm gonna go today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello everybody, it's day 2 of the Bang Dream 8th live. Today is Race A Sweden and their concert The Depths. So once again, I will be going to the live viewing here in Seoul. It starts at 5. I'm just gonna go to Hongdae and do a bunch of stuff. But for today, I'm not taking my Ita bag or anything just because it's gonna rain and it's really not rain friendly. But I just put 2 day pins on my bag because today is my favorite Race A Sweden member. So I just wanted to support them in this small way. But without further ado, I will go to the concert and let you know my thoughts after. Hello everybody, back from day 2. What a day. Eventful to say the least, and sadly not because of Race A Sweden. So before I tell you what happened today, let me show you. I actually bought the Bang Dream masks. They were very expensive, but they're very good quality. They're better quality than I thought. So let me show you. I bought the Roselia one. So here's the Roselia mask. They're very nice, like, material. I don't know exactly what it is, but here you can see like it says Roselia and it has a rose. I really, really like it. So the pack comes with this and then a Bang Dream one. I don't like this one as much just because it's white. I feel like it can get dirtier, but it's still very nice. So yeah, bought that. And now to the concert. So like I told you yesterday, the policy of the live viewing was that you weren't allowed to cheer. So like vocally, no clapping, no pen lights. Simple enough. We're already fortunate that we're getting the live viewing. You might as well just like follow the damn rules. So to begin with, I get seated next to the 2 biggest assholes in the whole theater. Like the whole concert, they like waved super hard. They were singing. It was very, very, very annoying. And it like completely distracted me. I really couldn't enjoy the concert fully, unfortunately, because of that. At the very end, I kind of like moved seats. So they said we weren't allowed to move seats, but these guys were like, I cannot explain to you like how hard they were waving. The whole row of seats was like moving. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm gonna move. But aside from them, very close to me as well, like 2 rows in front of me, there was a guy that was also waving really intensely and clapping. So he got a warning like in the middle of the show because he was like, you know, with pen lights you do like this sometimes. He was doing that without the pen lights, but it was very intense. So like one of the people from the theater like came and was like, dude, stop. So he kind of stopped. Anyway, the concert ends pretty much, and the last song they played was Riot, and they're literally like, when like the song like kind of like climaxes, the dude straight up pulls out 2 pen lights and starts waving like a maniac. Like a maniac. It was a lot, and like you could tell that he was like just waiting for the moment, and he had the full intention of doing it. Anyway, the dude goes crazy. Immediately like 2 attendants from the theater come and they're like, dude, what the I mean, I already swore, why didn't I swear there? Anyway, it was a lot. So he like he turns them off. But then, so the concert ends, and then as everyone is exiting the theater, 2 guys, so the guy that was like waving the pen lights, he was really lanky and skinny and kind of like looking, and these 2 guys that were like, I wouldn't call them buff, but compared to this guy they were like buff. They literally come to the seat, they like move in front of like the people that were exiting the row, and they start calling him like, you fucker, like crazy, and pushing him, like, you know, in movies when like men are like provoking each other, like that. And like they were towering over the dude, and then like the guy in the front, in the row in front of this guy that like waved the light sticks, he called him like a fucker as well, and like telling him that he didn't have any conscience. It was like very cathartic for me. I mean, I know I'm not inciting violence, I don't think that they should hit him or like push him or anything, but it was very cathartic. Like, not all heroes wear capes. So the guy kind of like managed to like escape, but it was intense. Like the whole theater was like, holy shit. And like, I don't know if there was any attendance from the theater there, but if there were, like, they weren't trying to stop it. But yeah, overall I had, in terms of like the in-theater experience, I had a really terrible time. But anyway, now to the concert itself. Opening act was Happy Around, so we saw Nonchan again. I think that the performance of, I don't know the name of the music of the song, but like the song with the music video, was so much better than the online live. I think they actually sang live this time. Nonchan sounded great for the most part. She put like more into the dance this time, I think. Overall, it was like a really cute performance. I could tell they really like gave it their all, especially Nonchan, like she had the live yesterday, so it was a really nice surprise. And the concert, again, I mean, what can I say? It was super solid, super good, super enjoyable. I think I had a similar complaint in my last Race A Sweden viewing video, that I feel like they are literally just like, come to the concert, play the music, leave. Like, they don't really interact much with themselves. They don't have like a video like Roselia doing something silly. I would love to see them interact with the audience and each other, like mostly each other more. So it was very like that this time as well. Like, they got there, they killed it, and then they left. It was over very quickly, maybe because I was like concentrating on the really annoying guys that were sitting next to me. But overall, I just felt like it was like that. It ended really quickly, and I just wanted to see more. Oh, I really liked 2 things that I really liked. They showed, and like a bunch of times they showed Natsume like hitting the drum. What do you call the bottom drum? Hitting that one, and it was really cool. Like, she goes so fast. Oh, and then Rikopin played the guitar with like a water gun, and she made noises with like the gun. I don't know what kind of gun that is. It was like a toy gun, but it made like fun noises. That was hot as hell. She is everything. And overall, I mean, it's just a Raz concert. It was perfect. I just felt like it could have had more like soul. You know what I mean? Like, more warmth. I don't know. I feel a little bit disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I think the experience of the theater really like took away from my experience of the concert, but I guess that's on me. But yeah, I'll come back with an update tomorrow. Hello everyone, it's day 3. I'm about to head out to go see Popipa. Nothing was cancelled. I have something crazy to tell you about after I come back that happened last night. So stay tuned, because stuff got insane last night. Hello everybody, I'm back from the live viewing. Overall, this was really great. I had no one sitting next to me or around me, so it was super comfortable. I felt like I was kind of robbed of A SUILEN now that I had this experience, because it was so comfortable and enjoyable, and yesterday was just so bad. But let me tell you the drama that occurred last night. So I was like looking for people talking about the viewing yesterday because it was so bad and like the atmosphere was so bad, and someone posted that so they were giving an announcement in the movie theater, and when the announcement ended, they didn't turn off the mic, and one of the employees of the movie theater basically said that otakus are disgusting and gross, and that he saw some of them like kind of like yelling at a picture of an anime girl on a swimsuit, and they were in a swimsuit and they were gross. So people were like, oh my god, this is so unprofessional, like we're paying for being in the movie theater, like why are you saying it? And then they started circulating the clip. So someone actually recorded the guy saying this. So it became like a big thing, and they actually put it on the news, like CGV calls otakus disgusting. Yeah, it was a thing. And like customer service in Korea is really important. People take it like very seriously, and people can be very kind of like hostile if you don't give them proper service. But I think in this case especially, like this is a special event for like not even otakus. There's people who go because they like the music. And honestly, I've seen otakus behaving in a gross way. This is very mild. So yeah, it was crazy. And then Megabox, which is like the chain of the movie theaters that usually has the live viewings, retweeted the tweet with like what the guy said and was like, oh, we should have done the live viewing instead. And everyone was like, yes, Megabox, like we missed you. CGV is so bad. We hate CGV. Like we're never going to CGV again. So it was really funny. And then today I actually went to the viewing in that venue, and as I was walking in, they had two employees bowing at everyone and being like, hello. Like they didn't, I don't think they gave a formal apology, maybe in some of it like to a news outlet, but they didn't like say anything to us. But yeah, they literally like two people bowing to everyone entering the theater, and then when the show ended, two people bowing to everyone leaving. So obviously they heard that people were like discussing, and they know that it's not gonna be like good publicity for them, especially because everyone is so upset because pretty much every step of the way of this live viewing has had issues. So this is the first time that this movie theater is hosting the live viewing, and I think everyone will prefer the other movie theater. But aside from the drama, let me talk about the live today. So Morphonica opened the show, and it was what I expected. The music was beautiful. I think they all played really, really, really well. I think Ayasa looked so elegant, and like her twirling movements with like the bow of the violin were beautiful. And look, Amane, she needs work, okay? She does. I know people hate it when like they criticize her. She does. It was a very shaky performance, but I will give it to her. She did it with confidence. She like pulled through all the songs. She really gave it her all. So I really commend her. It was a good show. It was like really nice. I think it was a great debut, but she does need work. And that's fine. She's very young. It's her first live. I cannot even imagine how nervous she must have been going into it. But I do think that, you know, she does have work to be done, and a lot of the songs, most of all, were just very shaky. Like there was no consistency in the tone, etc, etc. So yeah, but overall I thought it was good. I think they all kind of are still in this mode of like concentration, so you could tell like they were all concentrating on like playing their instruments very well, which is great. Obviously you have to do that in a live show, but they could have been like more dynamic with the audience. But honestly, like for a first show, it was really good. Then after we had Amita, who also, as well as like Amane, I think her voice is also very shaky, but she does do a lot of dancing. So, but I mean, I knew that from her. I've seen her live stuff before, but she was just adorable. Like seriously, she's so beautiful. That smile, like I can't believe someone has a smile that perfect. And the most amazing thing in today's live was that she sang Yura Yura Ding Dong Dance with Sumire. So they had a video of her singing, and they had like matching outfits, and on one side of the screen was Sumire and on one side of the screen was Amita, and it was like the closest we've gotten to like a live performance of all of Paspare. I don't know why Sumire didn't just go to the live. Like if they were gonna do that, they might as well have had her there, but still it was a really, really nice surprise, and you could tell even Amita was very happy about it. So that was Paspare. Obviously we had A SUILEN as the background, but they were very much in like background musician mode. And then Popipa, they didn't sing that many songs. I think maybe like 5 or 6, but they were just beautiful. I think Aimee also had like a weak vocal day, but still, like the performance, the happiness, it was just really cute. They have the outfits from their Breakthrough album cover. I think they said that they had already like shown those outfits before, so they didn't reveal the outfits from like the key visual for the 8th live, unfortunately. Maybe they're saving those for their live in October, but still, they all looked super adorable. Like they gave all the energy, and it was just really cute. And at one point, Aimee started singing Firebird. So in the Roselia live, I had mentioned that they started singing Starbeat. Well, in this one, Aimee started singing Firebird, and then Yukina like interrupted on the screen, and then I sent a message to them. So that was really fun. It was very like, they had a moment when they like danced really cutely and stuff, but it was very much just like perform the songs and then that's it. But then at the very end, Aimee, well, Popipa performed, what the hell is this song called? The ending song from season 3 with Rachel and I. So I actually came. That was a really fun surprise, and it was like so moving, and it made me really happy, and I cried, and it was just great. And then Amita came on stage, Morphonica came on stage, the rest of RAS came on stage, and everyone just like sang along and like danced and was just happy on the stage. And then it was over. I mean, they did the announcements, but yeah, overall it was a very like touch and go. They'd had this cute like skit of like a news program with Aimee, Amane and Amita, and it was like Aimee was kind of like being super professional promoting Popipa, and then whenever Amita would try to like say something about Paspare, she would get very defensive. It was really cute. I obviously didn't understand the whole thing, but it was, I could tell it was cute, and I did laugh at some parts. And I think the highlight for me was Yura Yura Ding Dong Dance. Like that was super cool. And here's hoping that one day we can get like a full Paspare performance, even if it's just one song, please. And the other highlight was just Rachel, because I'm literally like in love with that woman. She is perfection, even though I feel like her voice wasn't that nice in the last song, but whatever. It was, I feel like it was just for fun. It was very nice because when Popipa started singing, it was already nighttime, so everything looked really beautiful, and the light and the king blades looked beautiful, and the fireworks looked especially beautiful tonight. So my thoughts overall of going through all 3 days of the live viewing. Again, it was a shame that it was an outdoor show. I much would have preferred for it to be an indoor show, but I understand considering the circumstances. And while I did feel that I really missed hearing chanting and like chanting myself and like using my like stick, this was the best we could get considering the circumstances. I was so happy seeing everyone. I thought everyone looked beautiful. I was underwhelmed with my experience in the RAS day, but such is life. I'm still lucky that I got to see the live at all, even though I literally, thinking about it now, I feel like I didn't even watch it. Like I don't even have a memory of it. But overall, I'm super happy that I got to see it, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about the experience and hearing about the craziness that ensued in these past 3 days. Like the weeb world in Korea really went crazy these past 3 days. So thank you so much for watching. I will continue to make Bang Dream and anime related content, and until next week, goodbye.